You know who's back? It's me, your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, silver sneaker flex instructor. And again, you can find more about me by visiting my website at www.jessesawyer.com. Now, I'm back with some more hand exercises for those who suffer from osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. This is going to be part 2 of the series, although I know I have other hand exercises out there in regards to arthritis and things you can do to try to relieve some of that discomfort, achiness, that dullness. But again, this is going to be part 2, hand exercises, and it is going to be for the arthritic individuals, or if you don't even have arthritis, to just strengthen those, and it's going to be the caricatures. So when I think caricatures, I think of the alphabet in some sense, although I can't do arthritic alphabet exercises. You know, I can't form a B or certain a Z. I can draw the Z with the fingers, but we're going to do different things. We're going to do the hitchhiker. We're going to do C. We're going to do an O. We're going to do the Texas Longhorns. And you got it. You kind of configure the OK sign. We're just going to walk through some of those, and I'm going to show some of those that you can do on a regular basis, no matter if you're at your desk or if you're in your vehicle like I am, waiting to get to my next episode. I'm delivering this live video to you virtually for your benefit. So hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you subscribe to my channel as we want to get those subscriptions up, or go to my website and just go to testimonials and hit the Google reviews and leave me a Google review. That'd be great as well. But again, Jesse Sawyer here, and let me go through a few things before we do get started. And those are a few things, 5 things, right? As we get this arthritic hand up here as well. I'm not sure if I have arthritis in my hand, but I do have it in my back. Get a DEXA scan, and it'll kind of let you know what's actually going on with your body. So, if you have any lightheadedness, pain, dizziness, discomfort, or fatigue, again, hit that pause button, come back a little bit later, although hopefully you shouldn't have that issue with doing just some hand motions today. And then the other thing is that virtual liability. There's 5 of them. Virtual liability, you should always contact your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all dangers, hazards, risks of such participation. Exercises demonstrated by the instructor in this online class can be demanding. If you're unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them or choose a different set of exercises. You're probably saying, Jesse, why are you wearing your glasses today? Well, my eyes, I wear contacts, so they've been bothering me. So you get the glasses. You don't get the stunner shades, but you do get the glasses. So hopefully you're enjoying this look. And I'm looking kind of studious. Right, for you? Yeah, again, like me, right? Come on, bring the magic here. Number 2, I can't see you. Hence the glasses. I can't hear you either, so pay attention to form, pay attention to mechanics. Really just try to pay attention to what I'm doing and just try to follow through with that. And I'll say I clearly am in my car, so I want to sit up on that edge of that chair or in that seat, tuck my belly, tuck my tailbone. I'm still doing all of those things, chest out, shoulders up, back and down, and making sure that I got a good, nice elongation of that posture, ears over the shoulders, and relaxing those shoulders as I go through these motions, okay? So if you're in that seated position, you can relax that elbow in the rib cage to take the pressure off the shoulder, or you can use the armrest. I'm in the car, so I'm going to use the armrest to show you and demonstrate those different exercises for you as we walk through that journey together today. Number 3, breathe. Make sure you inhale, exhale. 4, pay attention to that rate of perceived exertion as you do go through this. I know it's getting a little warm. The sunroof coming down through, it's getting warm where I'm at. I do not have the windows open, so I don't get distracted. So again, pay attention to that rate of perceived exertion, as it is a 1 through 3 scale. 1, relax. 2, feeling great. You're starting to really move those fingers through that motion, taking away some of that dull achiness. 3, you're getting that dull and achiness. You're getting some sensation. You're getting some discomfort. You're getting some pain, maybe nauseated. You just can't keep going. So hit the pause, come back. You can always try this a little later, or you can just try episode 1 or some of the other stretches that I have on the YouTube channel that can assist with arthritis or just grip strength in general and the flexibility of those joints or tendon glides, whatever you want to call it. And then you get to number 5, right? 5, 4 was pay attention to rate of perceived. Yeah, 5. Hydrate. Have my hydration here. I still have that trusty water bottle. I'm going to take a sip right now because I know I didn't hydrate too much today, and I want to make sure I get a little more hydration in. So there we go. So we got that hydration. We're ready. We're prepared. And we're going to get started with some of these exercises now. So first exercise I want to do is I'm going to do the hitcher. All right, so you say, what's the hitcher? Well, I'm going to take my left hand, I'm just kind of resting it right on my rib cage, or in this case, on my console here. And I'm just going to have it right in front of me, and I'm just going to pop up that thumb, right? There you go, right? Hitchhiking, brother, sisters out there, you're just popping it up and popping it down. It's really simple, and what you're doing by doing this is you're not only working the thumb and the thumb action, maybe some of that rheumatoid arthritis, some of that osteoarthritis, but you're also working the wrist. And as you start working that wrist or that forearm, you're really engaging that humerus as well. So you want to really protect the humerus and that shoulder joint. So you want to be in a stable position as you do this, and you're just popping that thumb up. If it was facing you this way, it would just be popping up and popping down. So a nice good squeeze. You're trying to take it back as far as you can, and then you're squeezing it down. And you want to do that about 5 to 10 times. We'll do this for 5, 4, and a nice good squeeze. 3, because you're engaging the other fingers as well. 2, and then 1, and then relax it, shake that hand off. You're going to feel that wrist. You're going to feel the inside of the wrist. You're going to feel the outside of the wrist as well. And then you want to go to the other side. So the other side will be my right side, and you're going to just pop it up again. Same thing. Again, I'm resting the elbow, and I'm just grabbing that hitching that ride, right? You don't see too many people hitch ride. The other day, my wife and I were driving. We seen 3 young kids standing near a Mission barbecue in their baseball uniforms, like looking like they were trying to hitch a ride. And we're just like, I'd pick them up, but that doesn't kind of make sense. Like, where are their parents at? They're trying to hitch a ride, and like, where are they trying to hitch a ride to? But we didn't pick them up. I didn't want to be that creeper that did that. But I did think about it. If I had a truck, I'd just throw them in the back of it, and then took them. But yeah, be careful, kids. Hitching those rides can get you trafficked. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. Pop them up. And parents, where are you at as well with hitching those rides? And you just pop them down. So again, 5 to 10. There's 1. Popping up 2. You're going to feel that in that wrist. You want to really make that thumb work. 3, it's the hitcher. And 5. So now you can put them both together like this, right? Grab that hitching, hitch that ride, right? Take them out. Pop them, and now you give yourself extra support as you put those fists together, and you also keep those elbows nice and tight to that rib cage, so they're not kind of away from you, and you're doing it where you're putting additional stress on the shoulders. That's not the goal. The goal is to work on arthritis. So in order to work on arthritis, you want to get the blood flowing and the blood pumping to that cartilage that is or has lack of oxygen or lack of blood flow to it. That's how you keep it alive. So movement is really good for you. A spinning class, a dancing class, not CrossFit, okay? High intensity exercise, yes, but monitored. Those are different types of exercises that you want to do in terms of keeping that blood flowing, not necessarily that CrossFit high impact exercises, plyometrics, and no, for the arthritic. However, dancing, flowing, Tai Chi, those types of movements, spinning, work great. Exercises like this. So that was the hitcher. The next exercise we want to do is we're going to make a C. So we're going to follow that alphabet now. So the C is just, look at that, right? Easy. Elbow, rib cage, or elbow on that console, or elbow on a table. And you're just making that C. And you just open them up, that hand, and then just make that C, right? Some might say that C stands for the Celtics. They just got knocked off by Golden State. This is going to be a little delayed, so when you get to see this this video, you already know that information. So I'm not going to give you anything new that you can go bet on DraftKings, right? And they don't sponsor me either. But DraftKings, if you hear me out there, come hit me up with the sponsor. You know what I mean? I'll promote you. And then that C. So again, it's just like you're gripping around a doorknob, your coffee cup, your water bottle. If I grab my water bottle real quick, it's the same concept, right? You get that C, you're opening it up, you're gripping it. You're opening it up, you're gripping it. It's the same motion. And you're just making that C. So you're not fully closing those tendons in those fingers or those joints. You're just creating that C and opening it up. So you're grabbing that water bottle. Some of you might drink Coke Zero. You're drinking that Coke Zero. You're just gripping and squeezing, you're holding on to it. Some of you might have to grab pavers because maybe we're paving your backyard. You got it. Right. So you're working that C, and again, you're going to feel it in the forearm. You're supporting the shoulder by relaxing it and placing it up against a solid surface or even your rib cage, so you're not stressing the joint of the shoulder. So again, we want to go to the other side. It's the C. Open it up and squeeze. So imagine you have that water bottle. Imagine you have that Coke bottle. You can do it this way. Again, you're just opening those fingers up. You're getting a nice good grip. You're feeling it in through here as well. You're not fully closing out. Get that C. Good. So you can see no fingers are touching that thumb, and I'm just creating a C. It looks like a C, not the C, not the red C. So giving a shout out, Sight and Sound. I just was there as well, and I seen David, and it was a great partner of the Red Sea. Wasn't part of David, it's part of Moses, but that's coming up in 2023. Go check out that Sight and Sound. Sight and Sound, hit me up. Give you some throwback there. Anyway, let's keep moving on. So that was the C. You did the hitcher, you did the C, and let's get to the O. And not for Ohio, because we're not Ohio State fans here. But the O is you're just going to close out that C now, right? You're closing out that C, and you're just dropping off. You're making that OK sign. You drop the other finger, bigger O, right? It looks almost like going to the shore. It looks like one of those waves coming in, and you're just creating that O. So you can put all your fingers on that thumb and get a nice good squeeze, or you can do them individually with this left hand. So I'm just taking that thumb and that pointer finger, creating the OK, and then I'm dropping that middle finger down. As you can see, those fingers want to come with it, so I want to try to keep those up as best as possible. If you got to use your hands just to get them stretched out a little bit more, it helps, right? Looking a little better. And then I'm going to drop that ring finger, stretch back that pinky a little bit, keeping that straight on up, and then I'm going to drop it down. So I'm creating that C. Or you can just do them individually, right? And you're trying to keep those fingers, there you go, try to raise those fingers up. They want to curl, you want to keep them up as best you can. And try to raise them up. So as you see, when I get to that thumb and I get to that pinky, I can raise the peace sign, but look at that ring finger, right? That ring finger wants to come down, and I want to stretch it back up, right? I want to try to keep that back up so that I'm working on that joint. I don't want that joint to come follow along because I'm not doing that at this moment. So I want to push back up through. So if you can, and it still wants to curve, as you see, it keeps coming down, it keeps coming down. It's like a flower that hasn't been watered, right? That goes to show you that I haven't watered my hands. There's probably some overuse there. There's probably some damage done. And what can you do for that? You can do these exercises right here. It will really help and will assist with some alleviation and some discomfort. Not that I'm going to say you're going to get rid of that pain. That does not necessarily occur. You might need some Advil. You might need some Tylenol for that. You might need some additional therapies. But this will help. And it will also help build up strength and grip strength and take some alleviation away from the shoulder as well. And the wrist, because those hands get used a lot. Again, text messaging, driving, picking things up throughout the course of our life. If you played sports, the same thing. If you do laundry, if you're on the remote control, if you're text messaging, if you're in the business setting, you're an accountant. I mean, all those things add up over the course of time, and you get some overuse, and then you get the breakdown of the cartilage. So what do? You come here, you check out this channel, and you do the same thing. So you create the singles, and then you take that down, and you take it down, and you walk it down as well. Take it down. So then you have that right side doing the same thing that left side just did, and you want to just repeat it, okay? So you can take the whole hand, create the O, like that. That's your O. That's your C. That's your hitcher, right? Again, back to that O, you can do them singular. And if you do them singular, you want to really try to stretch those fingers back up so they're staying in an upright position. Again, because of lack of use or lack of doing an exercise like this, they want to bend, they want to fold, they want to flex. You want to keep them extended. Changing it out. And you can see I'm actually doing pretty good with this side. Look at that. I'm getting them all three up, and I have one down. Where if you saw on the opposite side, that ring finger and that pinky wanted to come with it. So then again, now I have this ring finger that I want to stretch back up, and I'm really pushing that bad boy to get back up, right? And it wants to come right back down. So we want to kind of stretch it. We want to get it stretched. I'm really feeling that as I do that O circle. So again, if it doesn't go, that's okay. It's just an area that you know is a deficit and an area of an opportunity that you can try to improve upon. And we each have those. That's why I guess and assume that you're here watching this video, or you're just being forced to do it because someone said, hey, Jesse's on the screen, let's go watch him. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. Do them again, 5 to 8, 5 to 10 repetitions of each side of each different type of exercise. Again, you got the hitcher, both sides, together, bilateral. You got your C. You got your C together, right? You can wrap them around a water bottle. You can wrap them around a Coke bottle. Just get that grip. You're just opening them up. And then you got your O. Closing out on that C, you can do them together or you can do them individually. If you choose to do them individually, you want to try to keep those fingers up, straight up and down. Just not working. I got to keep working at this. So do you. Peace, my friends. Go in peace. Have a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This was the stretcher, arthritic hands, part 2. Wait for part 3. It'll be coming. There you go. Got the O. Peace, my friends.